The journey to local government elections took a formal step today as those contesting local government elections handed in their lists to their respective returning officers across the country. We visited St. Paul's Primary at Plaisance, where the returning officer for the Plaisance Industry NDC was based. In the compound stood two groups, the PPP easily discerned by their mostly red tops and the APNU-AFC coalition. On the dot 10, the groups were invited to make their presentation. Like the other centers we visited this morning, the three persons from the Elections Commission collected both the original and photocopies of the list as submitted. The list comprised the party or group symbols, the title, the name of the candidates in alphabetical order, their address and occupation, national ID number, and the person's signature, as well as a statutory declaration by another person on the list with a photograph attached. Each submission took about 20 minutes. Most of it was the checks by the returning officer and staff. The PPP group declined to comment, but the coalition team led by Rodwell Lewis said that his group of 30 is contesting 7 of the 9 constituencies in the Plaisance Industry NDC.
Industry South and Ogle Front. So those are the two constituencies that we're not participating in. We presented that just now. We also will be participating in the proportional representation in all 9 of the constituency, all 9. That's the PR list.
He said that priority for his group is recreational facilities for the young and old in the NDC. This he feels would impact the lives of the residents in a meaningful way. He said that the drainage system and the garbage collection are other priority areas that needed urgent attention. At the Better Hope Community Center, the returning officer for Better Hope LBI had already collected from the coalition, and the PPP team of Jagnarine, Singh, and Zaman Shaw was submitting their list. Outside, a sizable crowd adorned with party paraphernalia and a party truck that belted out the election theme song, "It is Time." Shaw is the head of the list.
We are happy to report that we're contesting all 9 constituencies within the Better Hope LBI area.
He said that the people on his list include new faces and others who had served before. He said that given the candidates are from the communities, that they are aware of the needs and are expected to ensure that those needs are met.
And I'm not going to want to win. Sure, when we win, we really want to work with the ministry to please get some of the major capital works, like some of the major drains, some of the major roads, while we, the NDC, would continue to do. You got a chronic problem of garbage, drains, and so on that we have to work with. You know, the public schools in the area, as a man mentioned, is very important for us to try and spruce it up. The school at Montrose, the fence is in a dilapidated state, in a very bad shape. We need to put some money into that.
That was Jagnarine Singh. The office was catering for 2 parties and 1 group up to the time we left, but the group had not yet put in appearance. At the Region 4 regional office, there was an air of desertion at 11 o'clock when we got there. The returning officer and staff of 2 were examining the documents submitted by 1 party and 2 groups and were hoping that the other party and group showed up before the 2 p.m. closure. The APNU coalition at that time had not submitted its list. Reporting for Prime News, Julia Johnson.